Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news today is a holiday in many countries, including China and India, and a number of European countries. In the US, their central bank faulted itself over the weekend for failing to take forceful enough action to address growing risks at Silicon Valley Bank ahead of the lender's collapse, one which raised turmoil across the global banking industry. It is a brutal self-review, reflecting very poorly on supervision by the San Francisco Fed. But behind it all was a 2018 rollback of post-GFC rules, handicapping regulators. Another US agency also released their review as well. The Fed said it will revisit the range of rules that apply to banks with more than $100 billion in assets, including stress testing and liquidity requirements. Confidence in American financial institutions by Americans is currently falling, although it isn't yet down to the 2011 or 2008-9 levels yet. But a lack of confidence has killed another US bank, the regional First Republic Bank in California. The FDIC has taken it over, firing all its senior management and wiping out all its equity investors. JP Morgan Chase and PNC are among the likely bidders to take over its carcass, a valuable regional market position. And staying in the US, their PCE inflation came in with its smallest increase since July 2022, with this inflation measure up 4.2% from a year ago, and running at a rate of under 2% in March from February. This data will be influential at the Fed. In China, it is Golden Week, a week-long public holiday where a lot rests on healthy retail shopping. Chinese economic data releases will be few this week. But there have been post-recovery wobbles, with their official factory PMI contracting in April following 3 months of expansion. It was an unexpected retreat. Their official services PMI is still expanding, however, and at a healthy clip. While our house prices are generally falling and becoming more affordable, in Australia they're going the other way. House prices there rose at a 10% annual rate in March and an 8.5% annualised rate in April. In Sydney, the rises were even faster. Lack of supply, the interest rate pause, and booming migration is fueling this market. They are also suffering through a very severe rental crisis as well. The US Treasury 10-year yield starts today at 3.43% and are down 11 basis points from this time Friday, but most of that fall happened on Saturday. And the price of gold will start today at $1,991 an ounce, and very little change from a week ago levels. And oil prices have recovered their Friday drop to be just on $76.50 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is just on $80 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is marginally firmer against the US dollar, now at 61.8 US cents. Against the Aussie, we're firmer too at 93.5 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're up marginally to 56.1 euro cents. But that all means our trade weight index is now at 69.9, and actually very little change since Saturday. Get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.